Hi everyone, this is Chris talking about a new topic in this YouTube channel, and this channel will be talking about psychology, thinking, and new concept and topics. I'm here with new topic called Prisoner's Dilemma. This is actually is more useful and maybe you'll see around your surrounding and society and with your friends and families. So the prisoner's dilemma is most classic game in game theory. It is not merely a scenario, but also it is more scenario in a jail, but also represents a widespread problem where people should cooperate because everyone would be better off, but ultimately they fail to cooperate to each other. So, what will be the impact on in that case? The classical setup involves two prisoners caught for a crime. So, the crime and the evidence. So, if the police have enough evidence to convict both prisoners of a minor crime, however, police suspect them of major crime but lack the necessary evidence unless one prisoner rats onto another. So, the choice the prisoners have, they are placed in a separate rooms and offer incentives. Cooperating means not snitching onto the friends and staying quiet. Defecting means snitching onto the friend, like giving an evidence. So, what kind of outcomes it could be? The outcomes it could be is it's actually posted into different frame. One is a scenario I'll give you, and then what would be the result, and so as the present time. So if the both prisoners cooperate and doesn't snitches to each other, then they both are convicted of that minor crime, and both will get a year in jail. So on the other side, if one gets defected and the other one's cooperate, that means one snitches and the other one gets quiet. The snitch gets scot free. He will get freedom to not to go to the jail, while the quiet person will be into a harshest punishment. The defector gets a freedom, and the cooperator, when I say cooperator who was quiet, will get into 3 years in prison. So on the third case, if the both of them snitches to each other, police now have evidence against for both of them. So now both of them again go to the prison. So this is called prisoner's dilemma. They don't know whether to cooperate or to snitch back to each other. So although both players would be better off if they both cooperated and received 1 year jail instead of two, the structure of the incentives drives from the towards for the and they drive towards the worst collective outcome. So the dominant strategy is the structure of the playoffs results in both players having a dominant strategy to defect, to snitch. The dominant strategy is the strategy that they always the best response, regardless of what is the other player chooses. If they assume that the other player stays quiet, the best move is to snitch. And if you assume that the other player snitches, the best move is to snitch again. So the Nash equilibrium. Solving the game for the Nash equilibrium reveals that the stable outcome is for the both the player to snitch, leading to both the prisoners to have a 2 years of prison. Now the paradox: the player prefer the corporate outcome that will give a 1 year prison to each of them. So if you apply it into a real world application, the prisoner's dilemma helps us to understand situations where cooperation is beneficial but difficult to achieve. These concepts are vital for system designers and economists who try to change the playoff to encourage cooperation. That's all for today, and I hope you had enjoyed hearing this strategy. It is actually more based on real life scenario. A quick example just came to my thoughts that if you're living in an apartment and you are cleaning the unit, and your partner, you both plan to clean the unit every week, and the week pass by, every you both cooperate and you do take turns to clean it, and then after months, then your partner will stop cleaning it. At the very first you will feel like, okay, that might be some busy, he might be involved in some kind of stuff, so let me do for him. So the first time you cooperate, but he snitches, so you are facing the trouble. I mean, either you're doing overwork, so he will do the same next time. Then you will feel like whether to say it. No, then you feel like I'll cooperate it. So again, you're doing a double. So these things will pile up, and the your partner will think that, oh, okay, seems like if I'm, even though I'm not doing it, the guy will do it. It's not a big deal. So he'll take it easy, and he'll think that, oh, he can snitch it. So it's something similar, the prisoner's dilemma. If you if you tend other ones to cooperate, then it's good. If one snitches, that means workload will be given to the other person. So just leave it as it is, because you have already decided that the next person has to clean it on certain time. Just if he's not cleaning it, just leave it, or go back to him and ask him what is the issue, why he's not doing his job. So just letting him know and let him do his job just makes everything easy. So that's all for today. I'll come back to you with a new topic, and we'll have a more chat about these things. Uh, Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time whenever I see you. Bye.